Good evening, it's Facebook Love. I hope you're well today. I knew what I wanted to read very early today, which has been unusual lately. I've been thinking about compassion and why one would choose to show it, as well as what makes somebody change. So I was thinking about those things, and a couple poems came across. It's always by happenstance, but a couple popped up. And then just again by happenstance, on NPR today, I heard Daniel Harris being interviewed talking about the way his life changed when he started practicing meditation, as well as a very specific form of meditation, which includes sort of a contemplation of loving kindness, which I was already familiar with, and was really delighted to listen to him expand on that. So today seems to have a theme about the way we think about the world and why we might choose to live in it in a way that offers more understanding and compassion and less anger and judgment and less of the kind of stomping about and waving angry signs in people's faces and attacking folks for wearing a mask to try to stay healthy and protect others. I've just been thinking about that. So I have a short one and then a slightly longer one. The first is called, well, it's an excerpt. It's an excerpt from a longer piece by Gregory Pardlo, and this is from a longer piece called Giornata on Faith, from Gregory Pardlo. The swear jar isn't empty. Full of flowers instead of coins, it makes a cursed bouquet of love-me-nots, a tangled vine of credit extended to one most likely to default. Such a trifling bargain, flowers for mercy. O nature, predatory lender. Risk is the commuter bus I ride between damnation and wonder. Stitch my wounds loosely. Give me chastity, O Lord, says the Berber saint, for miracles and sin are kindred. Each is hatched from a broken law. From Giornata on Faith by Gregory Pardlo. It's short, but there's a lot to think about there. And this one is from Naiomi Shihab. I've shared a few of hers in the last 63 days in a row. Today, I believe, is 63. I have to check my numbers. It also, today was 9 weeks exactly since I started working from home. I moved everything home 9 weeks ago yesterday, and then it's actually a Monday and a Tuesday again. 9 weeks ago was the first day that I started working in this room. I miss my workmates. Anyway, this poem is called Kindness by Naiomi Shihab. Before you know what kindness really is, you must lose things. Feel the future dissolve in a moment like salt in a weakened broth. What you held in your hand, what you counted and carefully saved, all this must go. So you know how desolate the landscape can be between the regions of kindness. How you ride and ride, thinking the bus will never stop. The passengers eating maize and chicken will stare out the window forever. Before you learn the tender gravity of kindness, You must travel where the Indian in a white poncho lies dead by the side of the road. You must see how this could be you, how he too was someone who journeyed through the night with plans and the simple breath that kept him alive. Before you know kindness as the deepest thing inside, you must know sorrow as the other deepest thing. You must wake up with sorrow. You must speak to it till your voice catches the thread of all sorrows and you see the size of the cloth. Then it is only kindness that makes sense anymore. Only kindness that ties your shoes and sends you out into the day to gaze at bread. Only kindness that raises its head from the crowd of the world to say, "It is I you have been looking for," and then goes with you everywhere, like a shadow or a friend. Kindness by Naiomi Shihab. She talked a little about the circumstance when she wrote that piece. She and her brand new husband were journeying through South America by bus. They were young and hopeful and believed that everything would be fine, and in the same night there was both a murder and everybody was robbed, and they lost everything they had, including all their money and their belongings, their passports. And she told the story of sitting on the side of the road, and all she had left was a notebook and a pencil that were in her back pocket. And this poem came, she said, in the voice of a woman fully formed out of the air. I know what that feels like. They do come like that. But I thought more about how the shock, the sadness, and the feeling of being bereft, it brings you somewhere else. Losing things, losing people, losing a way of life, all these things can change you. And if it's working, it changes you so that kindness does become your companion. I've been thinking about the way that humans have changed when there were pandemics. The big plague in the 1600s when Shakespeare was writing brought changes in public health. It brought paved roads and sewage and ways to keep water clean. More happened in 1918, 1919 when it happened all over the world then, and here we are 100-some years later. What's coming? I want to be guided by kindness, not by anger, not by resentment, not by suspicion and doubt. So I give you that today. This is Facebook Love. I'll see you soon.